Hey there, YouTubers. I am back with another review. As I promised, I was going to get more involved, more active in doing some posts. So here I am again. And this week I picked up something for Christmas for my kid. I've got a 4-year-old daughter. She likes to go up there and run trains with me. And for a while now, pink is her favorite color, as is the case with a lot of young little girls. She had wanted me to get a pink car. And, I've been to 2 model railroad shows, and in both of them, there had to be 50,000 cars there, from a variety of vendors, and I could never find one that was pink. What I was looking for was, there's a number of these co-ops out in Iowa that run pink cars for whatever reason. My assumption is something to do with breast cancer awareness maybe, or a marketing scheme to gain attention. Not really sure, but I knew they were out there. I knew Intermountain had them. I knew Tangent had them, and I just had difficulty finding them. I've looked on eBay, I've looked at model train stuff, a couple of different places, never found it, and went up to Athearn's website a few weeks ago and was delighted to see that they had one up there. So I immediately scooped it up, figuring that this would be a perfect little stocking stuffer for my kid. She'll enjoy that. And so here it is. It's the, I don't know if you pronounce it Klemme, but it's a co-op grain car. It's a FMC 4700 54-footer. And in this case, the model number is ATH 81958 from Athearn. It's a ready-to-roll model. Here's the ready-to-roll box. You can see it there. Let me move this out of the way. I was looking for, a Genesis quality model, but Athearn didn't have it. I don't really have any ready-to-roll from Athearn, so I said, hey, you know what? Let me pick one of these bad boys up, see how it is, and then I'll get a, because it's kind of a medium-priced line from Athearn. So I said, let me get one of these and I'll get a feel for it. I'm very happy with the model. I had wanted to go Exact Rail. I had wanted to go Intermountain. I've got a preference for those because they come with the Katie couplers. These Athearn Ready to Runs, they come very well boxed. I'm sure if you know Athearn. This is the protective wrapper that it comes in. Very well done. The car was in perfect condition when I got it. And here it is again. So the reason why I wanted the Exact Rail or the Intermountain was that those models come stock with Katie number 5s, or with Exact Rail, most often it's 58s. I am addicted to Katie just because of the amount of problems that I had when I initially got into the hobby. Using, I had a set with the Bachmann Silver Series, some of which ran very well, some of which were atrocious. And, they've got those Easy Mates on there. With the Athearn, they've got the McHenry couplers. I've not really had any problems with them, so I'm not trying to equate Bachmann Easy Mate with Athearn. But it's just, it's a case of, burned once, you get a little shy from getting burned. I was not happy with the quality of the Bachmann product. I had replaced some of the couplers on my Bachmanns with Katie's, and it made a monumental difference. So in my mind, I was like, let me just find manufacturers that come stock with the Katie's. And Intermountain and Exact Rail do that. Very high quality products. And that's really why I wanted it. But long story short, I picked up the Athearn. I'm very happy with it. I don't think I'll change the couplers out unless they give me any kind of a problem. These are the McHenrys. I've got McHenrys on my Athearn locomotives, never have any issues with them, so I kind of take a wait-and-see approach. But as you can see, very, very nicely done, very clean lines, very legible marking. There is some wire handrails. I'm assuming they're separately applied, but I'm not really sure. They might be molded on, but if they're molded and not separately applied, Athearn did a very nice job on it. You could see this top handrail over there, it's either separately applied or molded. I'm not quite sure. The stuff below certainly is molded on, but looks really nice. Well done. Let me flip this around the other way. You can get a look at the other side. And again, you can see the brake wheel there is very nicely detailed. I'm not quite sure if it's molded or separately applied. I think I'm going to go with molded, but I'm not sure. There's even a chain. It looks to be a chain hanging from beneath that wheel, and it's very well done. So yeah, looks great. Very happy with this. The pink color is kind of unique. I think it's gives a little sizzle to a consist going by. Let me show you the bottom. So you've got decent detail under there. I think it's pretty prototypical. That's just my opinion. I don't have any evidence to back that up, but pretty well done. Of course, you've got metal CNC wheels, the McHenry couplers, and check this detail out on the top. Look at those. Those are definitely separately applied. I assume they're aluminum. Not sure. They're definitely metal. And you've even got it, if you could see down here by the coupler, you've even got those separately applied down there. So very nice job by Athearn. And I don't have my digital scale to weigh these to see if they're NMRA compliant, but there is a good bit of weight to this car, that's for sure. I'm going to make an assumption that they're either NMRA compliant or heavier than NMRA compliance would suggest. So very nice car. Love the weight. That's something that I used to poo-poo when I first got into the hobby, saying, what does it really matter? It does matter. As far as these trains running smoothly, quietly, consistently, having them set to the correct weights. And I've even opened up some, when I had those Bachmans, I had even opened them up and added weight to them to get them to be NMRA compliant. Some of them were, some of them were not. Same thing with some of the cheaper Atlas that I had, but I got rid of all of that. Sold that stuff on Amazon, I think, or it might have been eBay. But now what I look for, I definitely look for the weight, and this one's got it. I can't weigh it for you, but just rest assured, when you pick it up, it's got some heft. They did a good job on that. So that's it. That's my Klemme Co-op grain car, pink, from Iowa. I know that there's, I've seen a little bit out there in forums where people have had some difficulty finding some of these pink cars. I can tell you they're on Athearn's site. And this morning I saw that Tangent also has, not the same as this, I think it's Farmers Co-op, but Tangent's got one. That one's about $43, I think. I paid about $34 for this one directly from Athearn's site. Put the order in. 3 days later, it was at my door. Great service, great quality, came in perfect condition, well boxed, and that's about it. So short review here. Just wanted to let you guys take a look at that. Christmas present for my daughter. Thought you might be interested. And also wanted to let you know that if you are struggling to find these, just go straight to the manufacturer. Athearn's got them. Tangent's got them. Intermountain has it on their website, but they're always out of stock. They don't have them. So, your mileage is going to vary as time goes on, but that's about it. So, if anybody has any questions, any comments, just hit me up on YouTube, and I'll do whatever I can to answer your questions. Thanks a lot, and probably be my last post of the year. Wish all of you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2015.